Greetings, Harbingers. Welcome to Iliaster, PewDiePie's favorite channel, your realm of personal development, stoicism, and cyber alchemy. Please subscribe to the channel, give the thumbs up, help a brother out, let's grow this channel together. In today's video, I would like to talk about something I call the Wizard's Cloak of Invisibility and the paradox of changing history without changing belief. So, this is going to be a very philosophical video. Stick with me, it's gonna be worth it. What is the Wizard's Cloak of Invisibility? Well, many of us, I'm mostly gonna talk to men now, but of course everyone is welcome. Many of us is born with this Wizard's Cloak of Invisibility thing, which is you're pretty much gonna be invisible all your life because we are shy. We are introverts. We are just average, you know. We go adrift in this journey and there aren't many opportunities for the likes of us. I'm not saying that in a dismay tone, but in a way that you can relate to this kind of stereotype. In a world that glorifies the loud, the exceptional, and like the extroverts, we mostly spend our lives under the radar. But what if I told you that this Wizard's Cloak of Invisibility, it's not a curse, but a weapon? Let's dive into the changing history without changing belief concept. If you watch here the channel, you're gonna realize that I'm a huge fan of Steins Gate. I always end my videos like in saying Psy Kongroo, which is a direct reference to it. Wow, it's been a while since I don't binge watch it. I should rewatch it like for the 10th time. So in Steins Gate, there is this thing that Kintaro does, that in order to make sense of all timelines, he has to die. No matter what, the only solution for everyone to be, well, almost everyone, to be okay, is to Kintaro give away his life. But we're talking about Hoinkyomades. In order for him to do that, he actually needs to die, but not exactly. What he actually needs to do is make everyone believe he's dead, but he doesn't necessarily need to die. That's the changing history without changing belief concept is. So he literally goes back in time, fakes his death, using false blood from his saber, red saber, right? And he disappears. Even though he's alive, everyone believes he's dead. In other words, Kintaro literally created a paradox. What I'm saying here is that nobody is going to expect nothing from you. Nobody cares about you. Nobody is coming to save you. And it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that in a way that you should expect anything or any sort of validation from anyone. The thing is, you don't need anyone's permission or validation to change your reality, because no one is expecting nothing from you. So you can change history without changing people's beliefs. So just dust yourself off and start doing it. The key is you hold it to change your reality without anyone's validation or permission. I had to take a break because it was having like a race here and it was blocked. So let's continue. There is a dark side though of this Wizard's Cloak of Invisibility. One that drives away the things that contain virtue and drags one towards addictions and bad things. I would say that today's the biggest epidemic in especially men's lives is the addiction on 18 plus content, in adult content, right? You know what I'm talking about. So men have been consumed, enslaved by, and women too, some of them, I don't know, but I think it's more, of course I think it's men is the biggest number, right? They have been consumed by this unseen war, one fought against their own instincts. This addiction to such digital indulgences is stealing more than your time. It's clouding your perception, numbing your vision, and unscaling and unbalancing your very levels of dopamine. It's messing up your reward system. And what's the outcome of it? You know, those days that seem to be blur, motivation fades, and self-respect erodes. Why am I making all this connection between this thing I call the Wizard's Cloak of Invisibility, Steins Gate, and this epidemic addiction that's destroying men's lives? Because there is a way for you to escape from it and rewrite your reality. You don't need 90 days, but in 90 days you could literally become someone else, entirely new. Are you ready to trigger a big bang in your life and never ever be tempted by that thing? Are you ready to go next level and become the best version of yourself? So look at that. Look at that. How awesome this is, right? It's a cycling tournament. Are you ready to have that kind of life and get rid of this addiction? So are you ready to get away of your room and start improving yourself? I'm a cyclist myself now, and I know how amazing it is to, you know, go cycling like this. I got a little bit carried away, so let's continue here. Like I've been trying to transmit here, no one needs to see your battle. No one's gonna witness your transformation until they do. Like I said, no one will witness your triumph, but you will know, you will feel it, replacing all the bad in your life when that happens. It's not gonna be easy, but it's perfectly achievable. The thing is that you don't give time for the urge to go away, and it takes less than 10 minutes, but you don't even allow it to fade.
What an irony. The last word I said was fade before the recording fades. So maybe we created a paradox here for this video. I'm like editing it and there is nothing more. But it lacks the conclusion of the video and it faded just when I said the very word. Oh, I love this kind of coincidences. So I have given practical advice before here on how to handle this addiction situation that is stealing your life, stealing your testosterone, making you feel less of a man than you actually are, or woman. Like I said, everyone is welcome. But the conclusion here is the following. You must die to your old self. And you yourself ought to believe it that they are dead, that you are dead. So a new you can emerge from that very ashes. You think you don't have the skills or the ability, you don't even believe yourself that you can actually change until you do make the change. So I invite you to change your history without changing your own belief. So fucking change it without believing that you can change it. Because nobody else is believing you. You yourself don't need to believe you. But you do have this ability to change history without changing anyone's beliefs, even your own. That's the conclusion of the video. Wear the Wizard's Cloak of Invisibility as a weapon to your favor. And work hard, my friend, on yourself. You don't need to believe it. You don't expect anyone to believe it. But once you feel the grasp of change and of progress, you will never ever go back to be your old self, because they are 6 feet under in the oblivion. And you are reborn as a new creature capable of achieving anything. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. El Psy Kongroo.